New Kingdom Kickball is really an extraordinary team. We had 13 games this season so far. Every one of them we could have won, although it didn't rain in every single one of the games. So unfortunately, they all were rained out. But we're confident the next game will do a very good job.
All right, guys. What's the base you have to go to before you go to second?
Home plate.
No.
Third.
No.
Which one's heavy petting?
It's first. No. Dugout. First base. Good.
Yeah. First base.
What's the position that Big Phil plays?
Big man. He's over there. CEO. The biggest.
He's a linebacker.
Linebacker.
Say it with me, guys. Say it with me. Linebacker. Right.
We also have some new recruits coming to the team. Eddie is one of the first recruits coming to the team. He is very Eastern in his methods, someone who uses unusual techniques in his kickball. In fact, he thinks he's Asian. He's not Asian, but we haven't bothered to tell him that yet. We also have another new recruit. His name's Kyle. Kyle's going to be a great player, great addition to the team. He's a little driven, really someone who's going to get out there and just keep going. So he's going to be a great player. He's not afraid to knock out your eyeballs if he wants to. Now, I'm confident that with these two new players, and with a sunny day, we're going to be able to beat anyone.
My ancestors, my great-great-great-great-grandfather, actually invented the practice. He was a warlord and led a raid against an enemy village. During the raid, the enemy chief's head fell off and was sitting on the ground. There were 9 people around, and well, one thing led to another.
What was the operation when we invaded Canada?
Desert Storm.
That's it. What are you supposed to do if you're the kicker and the pitch comes to you? What do you do?
Run
like hell. No.
Call my pitcher.
You still home
Maybe.
Call my lawyer. Cry.
Steal home.
Okay, I get it.
We gotta know this stuff. We gotta get big.
You idiot! That's first base. Wait, what? Second base. The third's over there.
Wait, that's not first. This is what we do the other team. This is 4th down.
We let Eddie do his kung fu crap, as long as it doesn't hinder the game. I don't know where you got the idea he's Asian, but hell, it adds a pleasant multicultural element. As long as it doesn't get involved in that voodoo crap. Ooh. 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 Ooh.
I like kickball because all of the elements really come together. You know, the blood, the fighting. I like it most because it's really a contact sport. Kickball is not a contact sport. What?
We're making some real progress here, although we did recently lose one of our key players in a tragic team bus accident. His name was Johnny. He's a real contributor to the team, a real winner, someone who could get the team going and keep them going even though we never played. He's real someone who could walk down to a local bar and put down a few drinks, think about days past, about your wife who left you, your children who died in a fire shooting, someone who walked by and just suddenly kicked your dog and blood flew all over the place. Real good guy, but we'll miss him and his spirit will be with us, I'm sure.
Everybody thinks I'm dead. I'm not. Coaches, players, announcers, they always seem surprised to find me in the lineup. And they shout out, "Isn't he dead?" And I mean, it's not just them, it's everyone. I went to the deli yesterday and they called out my number 27. Guy in the back yells, "I think he's dead." They just skipped over me.
Where are we? That sounds bigger. Where do we go?
I don't know.
Did they move us to another room? We have to get a room.
Yeah, I like to bring them to the bell once in a while, give them a chance to refuel their systems. It also gives them a chance to a little motivation work, a little focus work. I really think it helps them with the game. I actually have been noticing some improvements. They usually can't remember any of the plays, but now that we really can do one or two down, some basic kicking, some basic catching, that sort of thing. We also do still have some problems with them remembering where they are in the lineup. So it's a real trick. It's a real trick because it's a sort of alphabetizing thing. I try to give them their last names. They line up by their last names. They just don't remember their last names. My breath. I'm not dead. See?
I like Kyle. Kyle's a very nice person. I've tried to center him a little bit better. I've changed his diet. We go for walks in the park. He drinks tea now. It hasn't really helped. He has a wondrous talent, and his inherent kickball nature, if fully realized, could revolutionize the art. I feel, however, that we've gotten quite close over the past year. I remember once when I was thirsty, I went to a drink machine, but the machine refused to give me my drink. Kyle was there. I wasn't entirely sure about what he was doing, but I got that drink. It made me feel very close to him. He's a very nice person. He's very devoted. He has a great deal of physical skill. But he has no...
He said what?
Yeah, Eddie and Kyle are constantly fighting. It's a little problem. I mean, we'll be in the middle of practice and we'll just go at one another like wild animals, tigers in the jungle or something. It's a little bit of a problem, but I mean, it's nothing that unusual. Me and my brother used to go at one another when we were kids. Nothing else to do. We'd be done snorting cocaine for the day, and we just have nothing to do, so we just whack someone. Boom! Not dead.
Well, my teammates play the game a little bit differently. They like to go out and they like to have fun. They like to pick the flowers, things like that. For me, you practice like you play. It goes back to my upbringing. I was raised on a farm. And on the farm, things are a little bit different. You have to, if you go out and you're picking the corn, you don't practice like you're picking the corn. You don't rehearse to pick the corn. You either pick the corn or you don't pick the corn. Because when the game starts, you just want your corn.
Look at me. Do I look like a dead guy to you?
I'm not a doctor.
Okay, guys, let's warm up. Kyle's turned out to be a real benefit to the team, real team motivator. At times he seems to be a little hyperactive, but then we simply sedate him. It's no big problem, and his teammates enjoy it a little. Yeah, he's in.
Not dead at all.
When the night shows the signals grow on radios. All the strange things, they come and go as early warnings. Stranded starfish have no place to hide, still waiting for the swollen Easter tide. There's no point in direction, we cannot even choose a side. Took the old track, the hollow shoulder across the waters. On the tall cliffs, they were getting older, sons and daughters. The jaded underworld was riding high. Waves of steel hurled metal at the sky. And as the nails sunk in the cloud, the rain was warm and soaked the crowd. Lord, here comes the flood. We will say goodbye to flesh and blood. If again the seas are silent in any still alive, it'll be those who gave their island to survive. Drink up, dreamers, you're running dry. When the flood calls, you have no home, you have no walls. In that thunder crash, you're 1,000 miles within a flash. Don't be afraid to cry at what you see. The actor's gone, there's only you and me. And if we break before the dawn, they'll use up what we used to be. Lord, here comes the flood. We will say goodbye to flesh and blood. If again the seas are silent in any still alive, it'll be those who gave their island to survive. Drink up, dreamers, you're running dry.
Not dead.
Oh, we're recording. Okay. So Josh, when I say run, run. Okay. All right, ready? Josh, run. Hey, Josh. Oh my God. Okay, Clary. Ready? Go. Ready? And go. Okay.